When you hear the word billionaire, names like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk probably come to mind, but what if we told you there's a family whose fortune makes even theirs seem modest? Enter the Saudi royal family, led by Prince Salman, where unimaginable wealth isn't just a number, it's a lifestyle. Picture opulent palaces stretching across deserts, fleets of ultra-rare luxury cars, and rooms shimmering with gold enough to rival ancient empires. This isn't just rich, it's a whole new dimension of extravagance. Curious yet? Let's pull back the curtain and step inside a world where money truly knows no limits. Inside Prince Salman's lavish lifestyle. In the realm of global royalty and extreme wealth, few names resonate with such grandeur as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia. As the heir to a $1.4 trillion royal fortune and one of the most powerful political figures in the Middle East, MBS, as he is widely known, has crafted an image that straddles tradition and modernity. Born into immense privilege in 1985 as the son of King Salman, he was destined from the start to wield influence. Yet unlike many royals content to bask in inherited luxury, MBS carved his path through strategic vision, sharp intellect, and a relentless drive to reshape the very fabric of Saudi Arabia. From the bustling corridors of Riyadh to the corridors of power in global capitals, his name evokes both admiration and controversy in equal measure. Education played a foundational role in sculpting MBS's ascent. He didn't simply inherit the title of Crown Prince, he prepared for it. Schooled in Riyadh's top institutions, he focused on law and political science, mastering the legal intricacies and governmental structures that underpin Saudi rule. These academic pursuits weren't just for show, they became the bedrock of his reformist agenda. By the time he entered politics officially in 2009 as a special advisor to his father, then the governor of Riyadh, MBS was already a formidable strategist. His swift rise was no accident, it was the result of calculated moves, intellectual discipline, and a deep understanding of the levers of power. As his influence grew, so did his ambitions. With the launch of Vision 2030, MBS sought to transition Saudi Arabia from an oil-dependent economy into a diversified powerhouse anchored in innovation, tourism, and private sector growth. But transformation on this scale requires not only policy but also image. And here, MBS excelled. His personal fortune, estimated at $25 billion, became a vehicle for crafting a global persona of modern royalty. This wasn't just about wealth, it was about symbolism. Whether unveiling gigaprojects in the desert or investing billions into global tech firms and entertainment ventures, the Crown Prince used his resources to position Saudi Arabia as a forward-looking force in a rapidly changing world. Nowhere is his wealth more visible than in his extraordinary collection of assets. From the opulent Chateau Louis XIV in France, bought for $301 million and often called the world's most expensive home, to a fortified private palace in Riyadh that blends Arabian heritage with cutting-edge design, each residence MBS owns is a statement. These properties are not merely luxurious, they're architectural declarations of identity and power. Even his taste in automobiles reflects his dual persona of modernity and tradition, with a fleet that includes the ultra-fast Bugatti Veyron and the stately Rolls-Royce Phantom. Each vehicle, each estate, is curated not just for comfort but to reinforce the prince's image as a man in command of both legacy and future. And then there's the sea, where MBS's influence sails on waves of unmatched extravagance. His crown jewel, the $500 million superyacht Serene, is a floating fortress of indulgence, complete with helipads, Italian-furnished suites, a submarine, and a movie theater. This vessel isn't just for pleasure, it's a mobile symbol of Saudi royalty's global reach. Reports of other smaller yachts and speedboats under his command only further emphasize the depth of his maritime empire. Each element, from land to sea, serves a larger narrative, that MBS isn't just a ruler, but a brand. One built on dominance, prestige, and a strategic understanding of how luxury can be wielded as soft power on the global stage. Yet beneath the gold and glitter lies a far more complex legacy. MBS's reign is marked by bold reforms but also by deep controversy. The 2018 murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi cast a long shadow over his rule, triggering international outrage and renewed scrutiny of Saudi Arabia's human rights record. Critics point to crackdowns on dissent, restricted freedoms, and the ambiguous transparency of royal wealth. Still, for every voice of concern, there are those who see in MBS a visionary poised to drag Saudi Arabia into a new era. His influence transcends the palace walls. It shapes oil markets, steers regional politics, and challenges centuries-old perceptions of monarchy. Whether revered or reviled, one truth remains: Mohammed bin Salman is not just rewriting the Saudi narrative, he's authoring a new chapter for global leadership in the 21st century. King Salman controls a $1.4 trillion royal empire. While much of the global spotlight now shines on Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for his sweeping reforms and bold modernization plans, the enduring influence of his father, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, remains the bedrock of the kingdom's stability and wealth. As the reigning monarch and symbolic anchor of the royal house, King Salman stands at the center of a vast economic engine, Saudi Aramco. This state-owned oil titan is far more than a business. It is the lifeblood of the nation's wealth and a central pillar of royal power. Its origins stretch back to 1933, when a groundbreaking agreement with Standard Oil of California led to the discovery of black gold at Dammam Well No. 7 in 1938. That moment not only transformed the kingdom's fate but launched a dynasty built on the promise of oil-fueled prosperity. By 1980, the Saudi government had fully nationalized Saudi Aramco, shifting control from American corporations to the ruling Al Saud family. This strategic pivot didn't just localize ownership, it solidified the royal family's grip on one of the world's most powerful commodities. Aramco has since grown into the globe's most valuable company, boasting a valuation of over $2 trillion in 2022. With a production capacity of 5.4 million barrels per day and operations spanning the entire oil lifecycle from exploration to refining, Aramco is more than an economic asset. It is a geopolitical force, granting the kingdom extraordinary leverage in global energy markets and diplomatic arenas. This vertical integration allows King Salman and his family to dictate oil flows and, by extension, shape international policies and alliances, giving the monarchy a potent tool of influence that few can rival. The wealth generated by Aramco is not simply a national resource, it is the financial bedrock of royal supremacy. King Salman oversees a portfolio that fuels not only the Saudi economy but the extravagant lifestyle of the House of Saud. From the palaces in Riyadh and Jeddah to luxurious residences scattered across global capitals like London and Paris, every corner of royal life reflects the scale of this oil-fueled empire. Billion-dollar yachts, private aircraft, priceless art collections, and international real estate ventures are all made possible by Aramco's endless stream of profit. But this financial power goes beyond luxury. It's a mechanism for projecting Saudi soft power, investing in foreign think tanks, influencing global media narratives, and cementing political alliances. As patriarch, King Salman isn't just a ruler, he is the guardian of the most lucrative oil legacy in human history. This grandeur finds its most visible expression in Saudi Arabia's royal architecture, a blend of cultural pride, political symbolism, and refined taste. At the center stands Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh, King Salman's principal residence and the administrative heart of the monarchy. Far more than a home, the palace is a national icon, a space where traditional Islamic artistry meets modern luxury. Gilded halls with marble floors host world leaders and dignitaries under soaring domes illuminated by crystal chandeliers. Intricate Arabic calligraphy and geometric designs grace the walls, while custom-made carpets and handcrafted decor reflect the kingdom's commitment to heritage. Each room is meticulously curated to embody authority and sophistication, serving as a venue for diplomacy, celebration, and governance. Al Yamama is not only where power resides, it is where Saudi Arabia defines its identity on the world stage. On the western coast, a more intimate vision of royal life unfolds at Al Salam Palace in Jeddah. Nestled beside the Red Sea, this palace is a private retreat that balances luxury with tranquility. It serves as both a summer escape for King Salman and a discreet setting for high-level diplomacy away from the formality of Riyadh. Designed with wide glass walls and open layouts, the palace embraces coastal breezes and natural light, offering a serene atmosphere amid opulent furnishings. Here, tradition meets innovation. Arabian motifs adorn modern architectural forms, while state-of-the-art security and communications ensure privacy without compromise. From beachfront suites to lavish guest chambers, Al Salam exudes a quiet elegance that complements the monarchy's public grandeur. Together with Aramco's power and Al Yamama's authority, this palace completes a triad that defines the royal lifestyle: strategic, symbolic, and undeniably opulent. cluster of fortune within the House of Saud. Saudi Arabia is often portrayed through the lens of oil wealth and grand royal ceremonies, but beneath the surface lies a web of influential figures shaping the kingdom's destiny from behind palace walls. Among them is Queen Fahda bint Faleh al-Hithlain, wife of King Salman and mother to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Raised in the noble al-Hithlain family, with ancestral ties to the powerful Ayman tribe, Queen Fahda's life has always been steeped in influence and tradition. Her upbringing was carefully crafted, blending classical Saudi values with rigorous education, preparing her not only for life within the palace but for a deeper role in the cultural and strategic fabric of the monarchy. While she may not hold an official government position, her presence and guidance shape the internal dynamics of the House of Saud in ways that are both understated and profound. As a key matriarch within Al Yamama Palace, Queen Fahda's influence extends beyond ceremonial appearances. She is known for her quiet authority, impeccable taste, and strong commitment to philanthropic work. Whether supporting women's education, advocating for improved healthcare access, or preserving Saudi cultural heritage, Queen Fahda uses her position not for opulence but for meaningful impact. Her elegance and intellect have earned her respect not only in royal circles but across segments of Saudi society, where she is viewed as a symbol of balance between tradition and progress. In a kingdom where image, power, and legacy are deeply intertwined, Queen Fahda plays a pivotal role in maintaining the dignity and direction of the royal family while helping to shape a future defined by empowerment and cultural pride. Beyond the palace's interior, economic influence pulses through the veins of the royal family, personified most strikingly by Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, a billionaire investor often dubbed the Warren Buffett of Arabia. His fortune, built not merely through inheritance but through savvy global investments, became legendary with the founding of Kingdom Holding Company. From major stakes in Citigroup and Apple to luxury holdings like the Four Seasons Hotel and the George V in Paris, Al-Walid's empire spans finance, media, hospitality, and tech. His philanthropic contributions are equally noteworthy, with billions donated to education, healthcare, and disaster relief. Despite his vast wealth, Prince Al-Walid has often chosen a relatively modest public persona, emphasizing social responsibility over extravagance until his unexpected arrest in 2017 during Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's anti-corruption purge, a dramatic episode that redefined internal power dynamics and highlighted the evolving structure of control within the kingdom. While Prince Al-Walid represents a legacy of investment and resilience, a new generation of royal financiers is now taking center stage. Prince Turki bin Salman, one of King Salman's sons, has become a quiet but strategic force behind the kingdom's economic ambitions. Tasked with managing the royal family's real estate assets and later assuming control of Al Tharawat Holding Company, Turkey's leadership aligns seamlessly with Vision 2030's goals of diversification and private sector empowerment. His investments span from domestic infrastructure to global partnerships, cementing his status as a future kingmaker in Saudi finance. Alongside him is Prince Abdulaziz bin Fahd, son of the late King Fahd, who has carved his influence through key investments in telecom, oil, and international real estate. With prime properties in London and Paris, his presence stretches far beyond the Arabian Peninsula. Together, these princes embody the House of Saud's next chapter, one that is rooted in vast inherited wealth but defined by strategic reinvention, financial diplomacy, and a growing footprint in global economic circles. If you're fascinated by the world of royalty, luxury, and untold wealth, don't stop here. Click the next card on your screen to uncover more secrets of the elite. There's so much more to explore and I'll be right there waiting. See you in the next video. While many see Eric Trump as merely the son of former President Donald Trump, those inside the Trump organization view him as a vital engine behind its strategic expansion. Eric has long been at the helm of high-stakes international developments, overseeing golf courses and luxury resorts from Ireland to Indonesia. In recent years, he has steered the brand toward more licensing deals, leveraging the Trump name without needing to finance the builds, especially after his father's political career placed restrictions on new US-based developments. One of his crowning achievements is the Trump International Golf Links and Hotel in Doonbeg, Ireland. Eric championed the redesign and repositioning of the resort, converting it into a globally recognized luxury destination. His fingerprints are also all over the Trump Turnberry in Scotland, where multi-million-dollar renovations were executed under his watch, reinforcing the Trump brand as a hallmark of grandeur in international golf tourism. As executive vice president of the Trump Organization, Eric also leads the Eric Trump Foundation, which focuses heavily on St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Despite past controversies over fund allocations, the foundation has contributed millions to pediatric cancer care and research. Under Eric's leadership, fundraising galas have included live auctions, celebrity appearances, and seven-figure donations from high-net-worth individuals. But philanthropy, for Eric, is as much about influence as it is about altruism. By aligning his brand with high-profile causes, he cultivates a public image of empathy while building alliances with major donors, hospital boards, and political patrons.